At the beginning of Stranger Things, there was one character everyone thought would meet his end in every single season. Yet against all odds, Steve Harrington has defied the odds and survived time and again. But with the show heading into its 5th and final season, could this beloved character finally meet his fate? Today we're diving into a theory that might just break your heart, but it also makes a lot of sense. Steve Harrington, the guy who went from a hated bully to a heroic protector and one of the most beloved characters in the series, might be destined for a tragic yet fitting end in Season 5. In this video, we'll explore the evidence, the foreshadowing, and how his death could deliver a powerful conclusion to his character arc and the show itself. So, before we get started, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated with all our Stranger Things content. Let's dive in. If you didn't know, Steve Harrington was originally intended to die in Season 1. Back then, he was written as a selfish bully, a character you weren't supposed to root for. But Joe Keery's incredible performance changed everything. The Duffer Brothers saw his potential and decided to keep him alive, transforming Steve into a selfless protector, a fan favorite, and the ultimate babysitter for Hawkins' kids. Now imagine this, what if Season 5 brings Steve's journey full circle? Going back to their original plan to kill him off, but now in a way that feels earned and impactful, would be a bold and poetic decision. Steve has had close calls in nearly every season, from fighting the Demogorgon in Season 1 to facing off against the Demobats in Season 4. Each time, fans held their breath only for him to miraculously survive. But what if that survival was meant to lull us into a false sense of security? Killing off Steve in Season 5 would be the ultimate heartbreak, but it would also make for an unforgettable moment. Imagine him sacrificing himself in one final act of heroism, saying to the kids, "You don't need a babysitter anymore." That kind of ending would be devastating yet beautifully written, and it would solidify Steve's legacy as one of the greatest characters in Stranger Things. A heroic sacrifice, the perfect conclusion to his arc. Steve's transformation from a self-absorbed high school jock to a selfless protector has been one of the most compelling arcs in the series. In Season 1, he was focused on his popularity and dating Nancy. By Season 4, he was risking his life to protect the kids and fight against Vecna's forces. If Steve were to die saving the people he loves, whether it's the kids, Nancy, or even Jonathan, it would complete his journey in the most impactful way. Imagine a scenario where Steve sacrifices himself to save the group during a critical moment in their fight against Vecna. As he takes his final breath, someone, perhaps Dustin, says, "What about your dream, your family?" And Steve, with a bittersweet smile, replies, "I already had my family. It was you guys." Why the Duffer Brothers need a major death. Let's talk about the bigger picture. For a show as massive as Stranger Things, the stakes need to feel real. Over the past 4 seasons, the show has teased the deaths of major characters. Hopper in Season 3, Max in Season 4, and even Eleven multiple times, but they've always pulled back. While side characters like Bob and Billy have met their ends, no true main character has been killed off. For Season 5 to leave a lasting impact, the Duffer Brothers need to take that risk. Killing a major character like Steve would raise the emotional stakes and deliver the kind of gut-punch ending that fans won't forget. Let's be honest. If the final season avoids killing off a major character, many fans will feel let down. Steve's death, while tragic, could be the emotional linchpin the show needs to deliver a powerful conclusion. Why Steve is the perfect choice. Steve's lack of strong family or romantic ties makes him an easier target for the writers. Unlike characters like Eleven or Mike, who have deep-rooted connections to multiple people, Steve doesn't have a core family or relationship tying him down. His parents were always absent, as seen in Season 1 when they left him alone to throw a party. And while he has expressed a desire to start a family someday, that dream remains unfulfilled. Instead, Steve's family has become the kids. Dustin, Lucas, Max, and the others. His bond with Dustin in particular has been one of the highlights of the show. If the kids are in danger, there's no doubt that Steve would step up to protect them, even if it means sacrificing himself. Steve's near-death experience with the Demobats in Season 4 could be seen as a foreshadowing of his ultimate fate. The Duffer Brothers may have included that scene to prepare fans for the possibility of Steve's death in Season 5. By having him narrowly escape death once, they've set the stage for a scenario where he doesn't make it out alive. Steve's death wouldn't just be a blow to the audience, it would have a profound impact on the other characters. Dustin, Nancy, and Robin in particular would be deeply affected. His sacrifice could serve as a turning point for the group, inspiring them to fight harder against Vecna. Imagine Dustin, driven by grief and Steve's last words, coming up with a heroic plan to defeat Vecna in Steve's honor, or Nancy and Robin channeling their sorrow into action, determined to make sure Steve's death wasn't in vain. Steve's sacrifice could unite the group in a way that no other event could. Who else could die? Some fans argue that other characters like Jonathan or Max could take Steve's place. While that's possible, it wouldn't carry the same weight. Jonathan's role has diminished over the seasons, and Max has already been through so much trauma that killing her off might feel redundant. Steve's death, on the other hand, would feel both unexpected and inevitable, a tragic yet fitting conclusion to his journey. Why Steve's death makes sense. Steve Harrington's death in Season 5 would be heartbreaking, but it would also be the perfect way to honor his character arc. From a selfish jock to a selfless hero, Steve has proven time and again that he's willing to put others before himself. A heroic sacrifice would cement his legacy as one of the most memorable characters in Stranger Things. So, what do you think? Will Steve Harrington meet his end in Season 5? Or will the Duffer Brothers spare him once again? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think someone else should take his place? Or is Steve the right choice for a heroic sacrifice? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I breathe.